What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back to the next part of the walkthrough. We're going to be getting started with the hidden monsters of Okehazama. Now, as a reminder, at any time, you can hit square to view the country map, and you can hop on back to a different region. You can also go in and replay any of the missions that we previously finished if you just want to go back and, say, get a block of hair that you missed, or a hot spring, or whatever the case is. So just keep in mind, this isn't like, a lot of games where you have constant progression forward. You can always go back in Nioh, which is one of the things I love about this. So I think this may actually be our first humanoid opponent boss. Be a while to get up to him, but this guy's not too bad. All right, so right at the start here, we go on up and talk to our buddy, hit the shrine. Gonna grab this. Let's level up real fast. So skills, what do we got? Shift thing, we will pick up this more anima on the devour. And I keep focusing this passive. This is because every time I purify a realm, I'm going to get a nice chunk of anima in, and that's going to allow me to spam my abilities. So we leveled that up. I think we checked gear already. No, I picked up a Mino veteran. Oh boy, medium tier. Let's see, is there anything? Don't have defense on this, so I'm not going to do that upgrade. It's not worth the 2 increase I get. You're going to put me over my weight capacity. You could work. Let's do this. I get more toughness out of that. Here, and we're going to spend the XP we got, another point in stamina. Really is great playing axe, because you just keep, basically we're just equipping the heaviest armor we find every single time. So anyway, go on over to him and pull up your menu. Just do a little emote or something. It should get him to move. It's a crazy dance to get him to move. So we have a Gaki up on the left and some loot. Alright, then we're going to kill another Gaki and go into a cave. Now later on we're going to be able to kick that tree down and turn this into a shortcut, but for the time being we can't do that. Alright, so in the cave we have 2 Gaki that are right ahead. You can see them right there, and then there's one that's hiding behind this rock. So we are going to... I'm not that good at quick hitting. Let's give him the old spin to win. Oh, no! Oh, God, we let him get the grab off. I don't think... Have we actually done that yet? Oh, boy. Alright, we're going to swing into the right for a chest. Now, over in this room, there is a Enki and a Kodama, but we're actually going to skip that room for now. Kind of how you can see that ladder over there. Later on, we're going to come along a path and see that ladder. We're going to kick that down, and then we're going to plunge to just kill that Gaki, or that Enki. So for the time being, we're just going to skip that, and we'll end up hitting it a little bit later, so no worries there. We're going to pull this one over instead. Notice I'm using my Yasu no Kami almost every time I can. So at the split here, we're actually going to stay to the right to get our second Kodama. Well, I guess technically our first, since we didn't grab the other one yet, but we're going to call that one Kodama number 1 because he's the first you encounter. Okay, next up we have a Yamnaba. Now these things can actually be pretty terrifying if you give them a chance to start attacking you. They just have a lot of attacks that are very, very fast. So just stay aggressive on them, kill them before they have a chance to really build up. Now with that dead, we're gonna go out here. This. And we have a Sudama right here. Let's drop it let's drop it one of these. The loot you can get from these guys is fairly random, but it does follow kind of a loot hierarchy, or I don't know if hierarchy is the right word here. I think something to the right, kick down ladder for shrine shortcut. Okay, so we're gonna go over here, pick this. That's the primary shrine back there. Loot classifications is the right word. So if you give them a weapon, they'll give you a weapon. If you give them an item, they'll give you an item. If you give them a soul core, they'll usually give you a soul core. So we're going to go back into the cave, and we're going to take this other path this time. And we have a Yamnaba ambush first, so just get ready for that. Where's he at? I wrote down that there's an... Oh, he's right. He's up ahead in that cave right there. So you can kind of... might be able to get a snipe on him. Let's see. You can see his sword, so I'm just going to do this. Trying to get an ambush on me. Get our Scampus. Let's see. Now, let's see. Nope. Scroll my notes too much. Yamnaba ambush first in Scampus and room. Up ahead we have an Enki in the cloud, and then afterwards we're going to swing right and drop down for some loots. That was close. Was a big bet on a trade there. Let's see. So that's the Dark Realm. We wanted to go right and get some loots right here. Alright, so these two paths, if you continue that way or if you go this way, they'll both lead to the same spot. Since we need to clear Dark Realms anyway, we're going to go this way first. So we're going to loot on the right, and the very first house on the left. And then there is a chest in this house that we can't get for now, but just keep in mind that that chest is right there because we're going to come back for it. Now we have a Gaki up above. Let's see him. Let me see if I can get the... There we are. And then a Yamnaba. Yeah, Yamnaba's nice. It's a unique dual blade with corruption. Grab that. Knock this down. Okay, let's see. Snipe Gaki, kill Yamnaba. We have a second Yamnaba and loot in the next house on the left. So right in there. Get down. Like, why are we missing this? And now that Enki you saw, that's the host, but we have another Gaki above that's going to try and drop down an ambush. So we're going to kill him. Grab this real fast. so afterwards, we're going to grab this item. An item in the house. We got an item, well, not really an item, but we have that chest that's below that we couldn't pick up yet. And we got some ninja locks. Let's go ahead and use those. Cloud Runner. Oh, where do I want to put my points? I should work my way towards quick change, so we will do that. I need to get access to all these to gain access to quick change, so we're just going to pick up Smoke Ball for now. Now, a quick post edit for those that are trying to follow this along. We're going to have another Kodama that is right behind the fence here. You can kind of see him on the radar, and that Kodama didn't appear initially because of the Dark Realm, and I just overlooked him in my notes, but for those that are following the video along, I wanted to point him out now so you can get him so that you don't have to run back here later like I do later in the video. There should be one Gaki left, and then one Yamnaba up the ladder. And then, okay, he's dead. There should be a piece of loot. There's the loot. And we have our shrine. So we're going to go ahead and level up. As always, if you're playing this build, just keep dumping it into stamina. Alright, now the path to the right, not that one, but this one right here. This is the path that we had skipped before, so you can, no wait, not this one, this is the Tangu Path. Yeah, that's one of these paths. So this one, no, alright, this is the path that we had skipped. This is where it would have taken us, but we're going to go right here for a Gaki and an item. I honestly think this area is a little bit trickier than going through the Dark Realm because there are a bunch of snakes and Gakis all hiding around, so. Alright, so we're going to snipe this Gaki. We're going to snipe this Gaki. Snipe the Gaki across and kick trees, circle back for 2 snakes, one by the bush and one by loot. After snake 2, we have Kodama number 4, and one more snake and loot by the tree. A lot of these snakes are snakes and Gakis. They're pretty well hidden, kind of as you can see. They're just blending in. Right here, you can barely make it out. There's a snake right there. Let's see. 2 snakes. After snake 2, drop down for Kodama number 4. I think there's another snake we're about to come up onto. One more snake and loot by the tree. Where's our last snake? There she is. Alright, and just to showcase it, we had taken that path around. As you can see, that's kind of where we came up right there. This is where we dropped down and got that piece of loot. But if you approach this area from this side, you're going to just be fighting past, you know, all of those snakes that are tricky and kind of hard to see and blending into the bush. So it's just easier just to tackle it from behind. Should be one more Gaki, I believe. That... No, it might have been that one that we shot that was hiding in the bush. We got the Kodama and all the loot, so let's be on our way. Okay, so if you want, you can rest at the shrine. You don't need to, but up ahead we have a Tengu. So actually, before we fight him, I'm going to kill one of these things just to get a little more anima so that I can use my snake on the Tengu. There we go. Man, they are terrifying. Oh boy. Okay, so up next we're going to go into this cave, but we're going to drop down here and come into it from behind. It'll allow us to sneak up behind the Yamanaba here. Put a backstab on her. Drop back in the cave. Continue into cave. We're going to go straight first for a big gaki by a chest. And if you had taken the outside path, this guy basically would have unleashed that boulder on top of you. So that's why we're doing this. We can get this chest. I think that's the Sudama dance. Nope, not the Sudama dance. Oh god, I was stuck in my mode. That's fine, because we actually want to plunge. Let's see. Plunge, run back up for loot, and then drop down at end for loot on ledge. Okay. Now, there are basically two different paths we can take here. You can either run all the way down, or you can go through the cave system. The cave system is a little bit harder, but there's some loot that we want in there. So we're essentially just doing the outside path first, just to get it done. Just to grab the little bits of loot and kind of show how this all connects. So after doing the cave, we could pop out right where that's at. And I do not see. Here we go. All right, hostile behavior. So let's hit him with a. Go back up. Hit him with a friendly. There we go. We'll use this hot spring. Anytime you find a hot spring, it's going to give you a healing buff that'll last for a short while, so it just makes progression that much easier, plus there is a hidden achievement for getting all of them. Just booped his head. I'll throw your ass with this axe too, buddy. This is our Rolly Cat. Alright, plunge, back up for loot, drop down, kill guys, grab cat, and back up into the cave. Alright, so we're just gonna head back on up. Actually, we might be able to finish this whole zone in one episode. We're making really good time right now. Alright, scroll down my notes a little bit here. Yes, okay. So in the cave, we have a Gaki that's going to try and ambush us on the right, and a snake ahead of us. You can see the snake kind of hanging out over there. We're going to run and take this guy out first. We're going to be using our snake a lot, because keep in mind that when we have Scampus with us, Scampus is going to increase our anima charge rate, so it's going to allow us to build up that purple meter a lot faster and use it to abuse. And that ability is just absolutely silly. I love it. Definitely one of my favorite Yokai abilities in the game. It just does so much damage, nice and consistent. So let's see. Gaki, ambush and right, kill snake, kill second snake. We're gonna take the middle path and kick down a ladder. We'll go over here first. There's a Kodama over here. We'll just get him. It's Kodama number 5. And now skip the cloud for now. This is the path from earlier that I was talking about that we could kick a ladder. So what we're going to do here is kill this one. And now a bunch of Oni bees, like the elemental heads, they're going to summon up. So we're going to, it's my ammunition, and I got 3 shots. It's fine, we're going to drop here. Him. Grab this. Gonna drop down. I'm gonna grab that piece of loot. As long as you kick down the ladder, even if you fall, it's okay. But it's nice to clear out everything. And then we can do that. I mean, why fight fair when you can do stuff like that? And here's the Kodama that I said was Kodama number 1. And back up the ladder we go. Alright, so in the cloud we have a Yamnaba. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that out. I don't have enough anima. That's fine. Give me this block and get it up fast. So keep in mind, your anima gain is largely going to be based on your guardian spirit. With my anima, I get a large amount of anima when I block. With a feral, you're going to get it from cumulative damage. So if you're playing a beefy boy, just holding and blocking like that is going to help get your anima up really fast. Now there is a snake waiting to drop on us up ahead in the cave. We're going to be clearing that room in a moment. Don't worry about it for now. There she is. Very sneaky snake. Summoner's Candle, and up next is going to be the Dark Realm. So, we are going to wait for this guy. Kill that blue head. Just so it's not sitting there spitting element stuff at us. Then we're going to lure this big ugly over. Boy. See, in close-knit quarters like this, like in this cave, Yatsu no Kami will just tear. Oh boy, got a little too close for comfort there on the health. Alright, so how he just teleported, that's because he's a Dark Realm enemy that we have pulled out of the Dark Realm. But you'll notice if we go back in, he still has all the damage we did to him is still there. So You know, if you need to kite something like that, don't worry about it. They'll still be just as damaged as they were when you left them. Alright, and with that purge, let's grab all the items here. Got that. We got our Kodama right over here. And there's one more Kodama to get, which we're going to go up to in a little bit. I believe this is a mimic chest. I want to say it's a mimic chest. Let's see. Maybe mimic chests move then, because a lot of the notes I have for like, oh yeah, that's a mimic chest, hasn't been a mimic chest, and vice versa. Anyway, so we're going to hit this, spend our Amrita. Leaving left, take a, let's see, to your left is Kodama 6, then into the building for Mimic and Shrine. Leaving, take a left for the Gaki, we did that, and the item, well, next to the path you came in is a Sudama and a shortcut. So that's where we came in. We want to go this way. This is the, remember this thing from the start of the level? So we'll kick that down. Let's give you a nice level 35. Ooh, that's actually, it's really nice. I might use that myself. You can have that one. How about that seething dragon, right? You like those? Looks happy. And some dual blades. Okay, let's see. The loot is the progress path. So this is the progress path, and then this one. This is, yeah, this is the back entrance. So remember I said if we dropped all the way down, we would have come out over here. Don't believe we can use you again. No, we can. Good. Use this, get our buff back up. Alright, now in this next part, there's going to be lightning strikes that'll just keep coming down, and they'll basically move with you. So we're going to be going fairly quick once we get outside. Just to give an idea of what to expect, there's going to be an enemy that's kind of, well, we can kill this guy first to save some time. Now, kind of off to the right, there's going to be an enemy in a little area. There's no loot at all over there, so, you know, not really a point to bother fighting him, but we'll kill him anyway. And then we're going to swing to the left for enemy, loot, enemy, loot, and the final Kodama. And then we go into the box. Box being where we fight the boss at. You can see you can lure these idiots into the lightning. Just don't get hit by it yourself. You just a unique blue? Yeah, that might be the only thing that's meant to be over here. So right past these banners is the boss fight. Don't go through there just yet. Instead, we gotta swing up and... And here's our final Kodama. Now, as we already edited in the video, we had missed that previous Kodama, so at this point I proceeded to basically tiger running and sprint through the level to get him, but we're going to go ahead and edit that out for the sake of time. We've already pointed out where to get that thing, and I would suggest you pick it up back then after you've purged the Dark Realm. So as for this boss, it's Yoshimoto. Now the basic gist is going to be to just stay on top of this guy. If you are at range, he's going to summon up a volley of arrows. But you can counter that with, not that, he'll do like an actual like sky volley, which you're kind of seeing right now. You want a Yokai burst the second you see it. Besides that, he has a wide shot. If you spam too much, he'll actually kick you back to kind of make room. But the best thing to do here is just going to be stay on him, constant aggression. As you can see, just being aggressive to this guy and constantly hitting his key Pop this to finish the fight. And down you go, Imagawa. So this guy actually has quite a few things that are worth mentioning. He has access to the Golden Boy set, which I don't know if we got any pieces of it, but we can check real fast here. See if I have any Golden Boy. Here we go. Yes, it gives you 15% increase to lightning damage and extra melee damage versus enemies that have been electrified. It is considered a heavyweight set, but it's still a decent heavyweight set early on. Pretty safe bet. On top of that, he also has access to some unique dual sword moves and unique switchblade moves. In regards to all those, I wouldn't suggest you farm them in New Game. New Game Plus, you're just going to have better gear that's properly tempered up with the stats you want for farming. But just keep in mind, this guy has a bunch of different rare loot that you can get, and smithing texts and all that. And there's actually a side mission that we will use to fight this guy. We're going to be covering those 3 side missions in the next episode. So, gonna wrap this one up here. Went a little bit longer than I thought because I forgot about that damn Kodama. I don't know if I actually had loot about it. Yeah, I just wrote to your left is Kodama 6, then into the building. I didn't write anything about getting the Kodama after clearing the Dark Realm, so that was my fault. So apologies there. But either way, we're gonna wrap this one on up. Another story mission knocked out. Up next, we're gonna be doing a triple mission tackle. We're going to be doing an error in calculation, Imagawa Die Hard, and Hidetatsu's Dying Wish. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys soon enough with that.